In this video, I'm speaking with Senior Activations Manager, Melissa Canella. And the question here is, did she, all the way back in grade 9 or at the beginning of her career, have it mapped out where she thought she would be?
So if you go back and you think about your younger self, would you have thought that you could be in this role and succeed in this industry that you chose?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. Because I'm trying to think. Because when I was growing up, I thought everybody knew what they were going to do, and they just had it mapped out, and that happened. And then my life was kind of just happening to me. But I feel like the more people I talk to, as the older I get, the more you start realizing people kind of, I don't want to say fell into a role, but naturally the flow of the river just guided them into certain places, and then they got off.
Well, that's
like,
what happened.
yeah, okay.
That's what happened to me. I would have never, ever envisioned working.
What were you going to do as a high school student? Let's say in grade 9. Because I feel like grade 9 is when I got to have my life planned out because I had to choose if I was doing this class or that class.
I didn't know. I didn't figure it out. I was 4. Okay. I don't think that 17, 18-year-olds should have to decide what they're doing for the rest of their lives. That's a big learning for myself. I was so lost all the way through high school. Then grade 12 came around and it was like, okay, Mom, make your decision. And I was like, okay,
But you felt like you had to have...
You have to have it all together, and absolutely not. And so I just kind of, hospitality management out of the hat, because I love to travel. There's no connection. There's no connection. So I landed in there, and obviously after a year, I jumped out. Like,
it wasn't
because
fit.
it wasn't for me.
Yeah. A fake statistic here, something like 60 or 66% of students don't actually work in the field they went to school for. It's something like that. Not a real stat, but
that's fair.
It's
I
that ballpark of, you go to school, and now we're starting to pay more and more for education, but you're really still trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
So consider that when you're looking at $10,000 per year or more.
If you'd like to see more of this interview, and I mean, we're talking like 48 minutes worth of interview, consider becoming a Patreon or a channel member. Links are in the description. Ready for more video? Click here, and I will see you there after I get my coffee.